Be both of us and not just me. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm Pat.
I'm Andy.
That's Andy?
But I could be Pat next week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here to
We're
tease.
in a post-truth society. We could be whatever we want.
Andy, what do we talk about this week?
Oh, this week? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We honestly complained about our wives a lot.
We lamented about cheese and wives.
Cheese. We went through different emotions of understanding the range of how much something was a problem. But
Figured out we might be married.
Figured out our friendship may be based off of an underlying homosexual urges. No, but also we talk about Mediocre, Generica by Leftover Crack this week. It's a really good conversation. But we also record these intros to let you know, to give you a head start on next week, we will be talking about The War on Errorism by NoFX.
Yeah.
So if you want to get a head start and listen to the album before the actual episode, do that. But until then, enjoy this episode.
We love you. Goodbye.
I like you.
I mean, wait, stay.
What was the show called?
Cobra and...
Are you... No, is it Cobra? Was it Cobra or Viper? No, these are pit vipers.
Yeah.
Were you the Viper?
No, I was the Cobra.
You're the Cobra, right?
It was the Cobra, but I can't remember how we had it because it was... Yeah, I did want to call you and. But wait, no, were you...
I'm the and.
I think I said Cobra and the red guy.
No, it was Cobra and.
And.
I'm the and.
And the red guy.
No, but you didn't say the red guy.
But
This is the first time you're saying the red guy in this context.
Yeah.
You're creating a false reality.
I know, because I can't remember how I made it flow before.
Cobra and. No, here's the problem. You don't remember why, but you do remember what. And what was...
I don't remember who.
Cobra and. Welcome to Cobra and the Morning.
Hit my doof.
Because I think that'll be smart. We'll do 5 days a week, Cobra and. We'll mush in Drag the Lake and No More Heroes into that.
Mash it just right in your fucking
We'll
face.
have MMA Mondays.
MMA?
Followed by Movie Tuesdays. Followed by... I think Movie Mondays.
Movie Mondays.
Mondays.
I was also going to say, MMA is hard to... I was
Oh.
going to say MMA is hard to say. No,
MMM's Day. I get what you're saying.
But
that rolls off the tongue more.
MMM's Day.
MM Friday.
MMR's Day. No, I think there's a weird thing. Like, MMA is a sport where it's really hard to, like, pin down a weekly show
other
day.
fighter.
Well, yes, that's true. But also, like, actually pin down, like, a day a week. You know, like...
Yeah. That's the same thing with wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling's a tough one to do that because it's like...
And football did it to themselves, too.
Oh, yeah. They're like, what if it was every day this week?
Yeah, it's Monday and Sunday.
That's why content is just...
Friday.
That's why content's just constant. It's always shit going on. Just constant. You don't even need to do a podcast. You just need to fucking scream out your window.
Welcome to our content. I'm going to go open the window.
Welcome to our content. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you guys like this episode. Hopefully you like last week's episode.
Yeah.
Hope you like next week's episode. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
The one after that, I don't really give a shit.
That next one, that's going to be a bit of an off week.
That one's for us.
If you guys don't like that one, it's not on you.
Yeah, but that's okay. We just wanted to let you know as far as our scheduling, because we do know that we script everything that we say.
We script everything. We record about 50 episodes ahead of time.
This podcast is for educational purposes only.
Yeah, and honestly, everything we say that's topical is purely coincidence. It's crazy how many bangers we had. I was talking to a comic last night. He was asking me about Spotify. He's like, how do you get traction on Spotify? I go, that's a great question.
Yeah, you know what? Do you have
first off,
100 million followers?
Yeah, first off, go ask a more successful friend of yours.
Yeah, literally ask anybody else.
And then, what was the other thing he said? Oh, yeah, he was also making me laugh because he was like, yeah, we got about 20 episodes banked. I go, brother, put them out.
Yeah.
20 episodes banked is wild.
20 episodes banked means... that was one thing that I will say when I was going...
I don't like banking episodes.
Well, I went to actually right before the pandemic. I went to this like podcast convention in Orlando.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was like there was like production and networking places and stuff like that. We got
gay sex.
It was no gay sex. Well, actually, I don't know.
I started it.
Probably some upside down pineapples on some doors, I'm sure.
There was some in my hotel room. I don't know if it was a trend for the weekend.
Yeah, but there was definitely, but not us. No. Dom and I strictly hetero. But we had
That
we
would
had
be
like,
sick. You turn it top. You're like, you want to go gay tonight,
want to go
baby?
gay sex or
You want to have some gay sex?
But-
I put it in. You put one on. Which one we doing? I tuck it back. You bring it out.
I'll tuck it out. What do you think?
I'm just kidding. I don't think your wife has a penis.
No, what?
I don't think your
She
wife
does. It's right
I
here.
don't What?
What?
What if you just? It's right here.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I just tuck it back in my cheek here.
Pat, was that in there the whole time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every episode it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my good luck charm.
Whenever you want it, just ask.
Yeah. But there was like a couple different like things that I was like attending where actually it was funny because I was like halfway through the seminar I was like, I feel like I could teach a class here.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be necessarily. It'd be like how to do it on a budget or something like that. You know what I mean? Podcasting on a budget, because there was a lot of like, here you gotta map out your content, and it was very smart. Like I said, like it was a sense of like plan out like your week essentially, film this much, plan out when you're gonna post them, all this other shit. But one of the biggest things was when recording podcasts and banking them, it's good to have that as like a resource, but you want to make sure that you don't bank too many, because especially with a newer podcast, you want to make sure that like it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because like if you have this format and again, later on you figure out like, oh, it's actually better this way, or people hate when I do this, and that's a segment in the next 7 episodes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dude, there's something about...
When you bank that many episodes, 100 episodes, 20 episodes, whatever the fuck it is, it's like, if it sucks, it's going to suck for 20 episodes, or you wasted that time.
Yeah, and also, too, it's like, there's some podcasts where it's like, there's heavy production, and it's not topical, so obviously banking them makes sense and stuff.
Yeah.
But like if it's like we do weekly podcasts, and there's something about if the podcast gets released more than 4 days after it got recorded, because I think... No, it's honestly all because we record these on a Friday and drop them on Monday. Yeah. So that's that's 3 days. Panties is Monday, so that's 3. Yeah, honestly, more than 3 days between like a recording and releasing.
Yeah,
it just feels weird.
Yeah, it just feels like I forget everything.
Well, I was thinking about. Well, that was the thing. I was thinking about fucking. We do the bonus. I was thinking, brother. I think about fucking occasionally. We were doing the bonus sods. And
we did one earlier, but we just weren't. We
forgot to record.
Well, that was off mic. Everybody's heard everybody's.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I've heard people call them.
You know what it was about.
I've heard people call them conversations. Yeah, you can check out the Big Red in the Morning theme. That's what it was about.
Yeah, go on Twitter. That's that.
Go on Twitter.
Not the racist part. Well,
no. Actually. Well, sometimes, lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. That's not why we weren't recording, though.
Hey, man. A bigoted clock's right twice a day.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's just a funny joke. Don't read my text messages.
Yeah.
No, I actually had to spaz on racist dudes. It's on my fucking stream because it's like I'm way too nice to people, and it's like I just want to talk about the news and I want to talk about conspiracies.
Let's talk about the facts here.
I just want to
talk about our feelings.
I just want to talk about conspiracies and current events. And every time I do that, there's just a couple guys in my chat going like, say something about Israel so I can blame the Jews. Yeah. Or they're like, bring up a current event so I can blame all black people about something. And I'd have a spaz, and I go, God, because you know what it is? It's dudes who have been in my stream for a while, and I go, how many times do we have to talk about this?
Yeah.
Either fucking, if you guys still disagree with, because I've made this viewpoint very clearly, how it's like that collectivist shit is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
It's like either agree with me or go watch a different stream. I'm tired of... and I'm like, you're forcing me to be a dork who has to block you guys.
Yeah.
That's literally the last guy I ever want to be. But, the fuck were we talking about? Oh, yeah, banking episodes. We did the Bono-sode.
Yeah.
And I posted it today when we're recording. But I was like, fuck, I forgot. I was like, we talked about a fucking Eagles game over a week ago.
Yeah.
For most of the episode.
Yeah.
So it's like, also, if we do Bono-sodes again, I'm going to post them way earlier than that.
Yeah. If necessary or if possible, we could even just put them out that day or the next
I was thinking
day.
about that too.
Like because it, or even no, I was gonna say we could stream it. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
You just realized what computer you have.
Yeah, I don't.
Which, by the way, your computer's fucking working today.
Brother,
I didn't even register
too loud.
that.
Don't let it hear.
It just explodes.
No, it worked last week.
It just
too.
gets shot in the corner over here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There was a thing again. Like I said, I think there's I don't think there's any conspiracy or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it was doing that shit that I had to use the laptop last time.
Yeah.
Where it was like downloading, and it just wouldn't open. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But I restarted it.
Yeah.
And luckily you were not late, but you were not here directly at 11.
I was at my regular time. I am late.
I was trying to be ready at 11.
Yeah.
And it was not ready at 11. I was still.
Yeah.
I was. Good thing I didn't have my Apple Watch on because my heart rate monitor might have gone because I was pissed.
I gotta be honest. I was super on time. Especially when we try to do these earlier episodes.
You were like on the dot last week.
Every time I'm actually when we do
I keep record.
we do a.
Here, let me open this closet.
You're like, all right, Andy, I have your tardiness record.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot you were supposed to get a gold star last week. Here you go.
There's so many times where I'll be like, because I really do leave it up to the wire. I go, oh, is this the exact amount of time I need to be on time to Pat's? And then
I guess I'll get ready. That's what I do, brother. Same.
No, literally, I'll be. This is my morning. I'm sitting in my underwear, posting things, checking Twitter, posting on TikTok, whatever the fuck, fucking eating breakfast, whatever. And then I go, oh, if I rush, I'll be on time. I'll get ready in a minute.
Yeah. I'm going to watch this 12-minute video. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to have a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm going to get changed. I'm going to change. It's
like, and then I'm like, oh, I got enough time to tell Pat there's a lot of traffic today.
But honestly, that's the thing is you would get here. Let's say you got here right on time, and then you would be waiting until that same time anyway.
Yeah, so I'm consistently 15 minutes late every week.
I feel like the same.
You might
be a pothead.
What?
You might be a pothead.
No,
you might be a pothead.
I just know you won't give me shit.
Hold on.
That's literally all it is.
This is who I salute.
I love you, Jeff. No, it's literally I subconsciously know you don't care. It's literally just that. But no, I'm on time very regularly leaving.
Yeah.
And then every fucking time. Sorry, that sounded way too more aggressive than I meant it to be. But every freaking time.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, sweetie, I'm going to Pat's. Love you. And then she immediately remembers 5 things she has to tell me.
Yeah. I mean, again.
And I want to almost just go, Pat needs me.
And you're like, uh-huh. You're like, as you're closing the door,
yeah.
I'm just you close the door, you lock in the door.
Oh, yeah. And another thing I thought about that I've told you about 20 times already.
You're in your car like this. You're not even on speakerphone. You're just going like,
Dude, she gets caught in these loops, and I've literally had to go to her. I go, baby, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll answer Dom's question at the beginning of the question, but then she'll continue to ask a question. I'll go, and like I've done it now where it's not as bad, but she'll go like at the end of the 2-minute question that I've answered within the first 20 seconds.
Yeah.
She'll go, so, and I'm just like, it's the thing I said earlier.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I phrased it the best. I've said to Steph, I go, you need to learn. You need to learn to take yes for an answer.
Dude.
Because I've noticed it with her wanting to talk to me excitedly, and with her getting mad at me. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I've allotted a huge chunk of time to do this, and you answering the question so early.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the schedule.
Right.
That wasn't on the itinerary.
Yeah,
I needed to say this to you 3 times in a row, and then you respond.
Yeah. I needed to, and because it's like one of those things that are like, do you want blah, blah, blah for dinner? Yes. Or would you like blah, blah, blah or blah, blah, blah?
Yeah. And you're sitting there in a literal trash pile. You're like, just put food in me.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Well, brother, this is, you're gonna love this. Sorry. Well, I wanted to bring up Jeff Foxworthy, but so don't let me forget. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was like, I'll make dinner. She's like, oh my god, and I was like, don't worry, I'll make you that special creamy sausage pasta that I make with bucatini pasta, so it soaks up the sauce.
No,
it's delicious, and I'll go. What we do is we have a shared calendar and a shared shopping list. It's like a thing that's in this app.
Yeah.
If I would love it if it was a sponsor, FamCal, but like it is one of the greatest things.
Oh, so you guys can separately buy shit off the shopping list?
Yeah, like
that's
literally
really cool.
Like I'll put a list. She just has to refresh it and then opens up the app and go like, oh yeah, like blah blah.
Nice.
So like I put on there, sausage, like the things we need: sausage, onion, bucatini, some heavy cream, blah blah blah, and I put grated Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Grated Parmesan cheese.
I know it's how it happens. I want to hear you say it though.
Grated
Parmesan cheese.
cheese.
Parmesan cheese grated.
All right.
The Parmesan cheese that is.
Do you
grated,
know what that is?
If I didn't, I would go to the Parmesan cheese section and find the one that said the word you just said.
Right. You could just go like, oh, it's the thing. The words match. Look at that.
Wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. What was the word Pat said?
Yeah.
That looks like that word.
You don't have to wonder what I said. It's written down on a list in your phone. It's in your phone. So okay. So I'm making the
Bucatini.
And it's like, oh, what do I do at the end? Flavor to taste with my grated Parmesan cheese.
Wonderful.
Open the refrigerator.
Yep.
And I go, cheese drawer. All I see here is a block of Parmesan cheese. And I go, maybe it's under it. Nope. And I go, well, it's ready for the Parmesan cheese. And like a fucking bitchy chef, I was in my head screaming at her.
You just go to her.
I was just going like, what?
You just turn to her and you go, dumb hands.
Did I say that I wanted Parmesan to grate? Is that what you read? Because like I understand when we speak, sometimes I don't, maybe she. And
you're just like in the kitchen. You're
she
like,
ignores
ironically,
me.
This is not grater Parmesan cheese.
This is not even the greatest.
You fucking bitch.
This is grateable Parmesan cheese. What you got me was, this is the opportunity for another thing to do. And like, I'm making dinner. Just afford me the luxury of already grated fucking Parmesan cheese.
Yeah,
please.
There's a small part of me that does have sympathy for Dom, because I will be standing there when Steph talks to me. Now the list is what makes it a little less excusable. Word. Yeah, but I have a little sympathy for Dom, because very often Steph will be talking to me and I'll be like, yep, I'm gonna forget this the second I leave the room.
Yeah. And that's fine. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but if I write, like, now you're ignoring my words. You're ignoring. So like, if I'm becoming a writer,
it's so funny.
She's going to literally. I'm becoming ghost dad.
Well, you also
I will never exist to her ever again. If I learn how to write, she'll go like, where did Pat go? I can't hear him. I can't read him. I can't see where he is. Because
you do love to make an elaborate scheme about why this happened.
It's because I've discussed to her through self-analysis over the years, my triggers and some of my traumas. One of my biggest things is not being heard or not feeling like I'm being considered or something overlooked or anything like that. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't think I'm meant to be a stand-up, in my opinion.
Is that why you over-explain everything?
Probably. But that's what I'm saying is, like, in this scenario,
I meant that to be playful. I don't actually,
oh, I'm sorry.
No, like you do, but also I don't care.
Yeah, but it's a thing where, like, I'm a thorough bitch. You know what I mean? So like, when I'm that autistic,
you do get a little bitchy sometimes.
And I go, hey, just so we're clear, I want everybody to know.
Would that be the episode title? Thorough bitch.
Thorough bitch. I would love that. Here, you want to write? I'll write it down. But no, I'll make a list, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, if there's any issues, just like literally for clarification, I'm gonna leave some ambiguity here. I'll go Italian sausage. Go for it. Pick whatever you want. Whatever kind. You want mild? You want hot? Anything you want. I just
go
need
crazy.
Italian sausage. You can even get it cased. I'll cut them out of the case. I don't give a shit. I don't mind if you prefer that one. That's fine. I didn't specify. Specified the cheese.
Well, here's the question.
I specified the cheese.
Here's the question.
Please grate it already.
Do you have do you have a cheese grater?
Andy, do I have a cheese grater?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
of course I do.
Okay, so
that if we didn't have a cheese grater and she got that I would call NATO.
Yeah,
I would say we need
a Parmesan cheese shaped.
I would call ice on her. I think
there'd be a Parmesan cheese shaped bruise in her head.
It would be a big lump. Like,
you just walk by, she's got a huge lump, and she's like, "Is that looks like the corner of Parmesan cheese?"
Yeah, knucklehead. Like, literally, it's like one of those
things. To the fucking grocery store, Alice.
But ultimately, I go, you know what? then we're gonna eat it without Parmesan cheese.
That's fun.
Because I don't want to do it.
You're a full-blown psycho.
I'm
I thought this was gonna be so much of a bigger deal. I was ready.
Is this another episode from my in the car Seinfeld show?
Yeah, dude, this is so funny. No, I get it, but it's also like, I don't know, dude, grade it. I mean,
it's ready for the garden. I would have to.
I am sympathetic. No, I get your perspective. But I am sympathetic to your wife because I am a fucking retard who forgets shit all the time.
Well, it's a thing where she like, and I think that's her preference is to have the block and to grade it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I even respect that.
Ooh, you want to hear? You want to hear an alternative that might make you go crazy?
What's up?
I'm gonna add a conspiracy to this.
Oh man,
Dom's in the supermarket going, he don't know what he wants.
Probably.
Did
yeah,
I just ruin your marriage?
No. It probably was something like along the lines of like, well, I know that I use Parmesan cheese for a lot of things. Yeah. She saw it as an upgrade, but like legitimately, I wanted to be like I wouldn't have specified. And that's the thing of like at this point, she gets a lot of my intricacies, my bullshit, my stupid things.
Yeah.
But like literally, like if you're just ignoring what I said,
it is funny when the words are there.
it's graded.
The words are there.
Great
and
already.
Like, graded. Oh, he must want a great block.
So like, it's like I don't need the interpretation. It's all there, baby girl.
Yeah.
So like I'm never so like, but I mean. It's a thing to be like over it, but also to go like I still had those genuine feelings of like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me?
Wow.
Why are you giving me more work? I'm making you dinner.
It's so dramatic.
Why are you giving me more work? Especially when I go like, I don't want to have to grate the cheese. I know you like it, but I like the grated cheese.
I do sympathize with that. I don't have the urge of, because like I'll say something. It'll be like we were talking about before, where you say some things and you either like apologize or you say A, B, and C,
right? And
then you're like, okay, so it should be done now because I acknowledged A, B, and C, so we should be done. And then Steph will often like either stay mad at me, or if she's just got problems circling around her head, she like repeats herself a bunch. And the frustration I get is not necessarily why is this happening to me. I go like, why is this happening still?
Yeah.
I was like, we figured it out.
Well, that's what I guess.
That's where maybe
it's more like, of that. It's more of that because I'm like, hey, remember when I was like saying like anytime I say stuff and then you're like 2 days later you're like, hey, you know what my mom said? I'd be like, I told you that fucking 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like it's like I've learned to go like that's going to happen from time to time. And I'm not going to. I know she's not doing it at me.
You might need to learn to embrace the chaos.
Oh, it's chaotic, but it's getting worse. We actually have a funny thing where like
getting worse. That's such a funny way to put it.
Where she's just like, we're now like I go like
our
literally
marriage is deteriorating.
You are ignoring my written word, madam, and it's starting to infuriate me.
How often do you like make fun of her but actually mean it? I do that a lot. I use jokes to like, because there's a thing where I'll be like, I'm annoyed by this and I want to acknowledge it, but I also don't want to actually like be like, you upset me with this, because then I feel like a fucking bitch.
I joke with her. I go, oh, another booby trap. I see.
I do that shit
where she doesn't put something back, or she'll put something bigger in front of something, and I'm like, why did you know that I was gonna. Yeah, I use that. Just because you don't use that doesn't mean that everybody in the house doesn't use that. Does she acknowledge
she's crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. And good. That's what I got. That's all I want from Steph.
We laugh at it's the thing.
You laugh about it. Yeah.
It's not a thing where like this is not a marriage ruiner. But
her
this
head's in the closet, guys.
This is our this is our like King of Queens argument. Yeah. This is an arc of an episode. Like legitimately, I could write a new age. I probably shouldn't. She'll cut this out. But I'll write a new age honeymooners where it's just like this. Why'd you give me this? Like that's the fight. Like if we fight about anything, it's for money. We don't have any fucking money to fight about. So it's kind of like one of those things of like, all right, well then like, and we don't fight. It's like it's a ball bust, and then it's all right. Well, and again, even when we fight, it is better. It is better. I understand that, and you know what? Probably after we record, I'll grate some cheese so I have it ready to go. Yeah. But it's also like one of those things of like I try to tell her all the time, if you don't. Like, if you empty the water thing, and you don't refill it, you're not just screwing yourself. I like water.
You're screwing our lineage.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things of like if I left it,
disrespecting my family.
If I left it empty, I feel like I would be dishonoring you.
You're dishonoring the family.
You're dishonoring me right now. Because
I think
you don't think I need to be hydrated.
You're making me realize. What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm a dry bitch. No, you're making me remember one of the big parts.
What was it again?
One of the big thorough bitch. One of the big elements of marriage is not necessarily like your other person should want to make you better, but also your other person should go like, oh, this is what's fucking insane about him, and being aware of that. There's so many things I do during the day because I know it drives Steph crazy if I don't do them.
Yeah.
Because I'll be you pick the fights that matter. Like the one for me, I'm always just like, me, I'm not like dirty, but I'm also just very messy. And I'm just like a big thing for her is like if I leave my shoes next to the rack, I kicked her mother in the face. Yeah. And I'm just like, who cares? Nothing. I was like, nothing matters.
That's probably why we work. I think you're more of a Dom and I'm more of a Steph.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those things where like I definitely have those tendencies, but I also go like, what are you trying to? This is an egregious act that has not met. This is worse than any assassination.
Legitimately, anything you bring up about Dom, I'm always like, well, hey, man. Yeah. Sometimes people mess up.
Hey, sometimes I don't know how to... and by the way, for me to acknowledge somebody's...
I do get along with your wife really well.
That's what I'm saying.
Your wife's a nice person, but I get along with Dom. I was like, maybe we're like... I wasn't Pat being a lot today.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like that... It's a situation where I'm just
private. We just privately bitch about you.
If I go up to Steph, I go like, has he left a Zin in the sink yet?
Yeah.
Get ready, girl.
How's that messy retard been, sweetheart?
Good luck. I just got the smell out. No.
I'll be like, when you're done with Pat, you'll be begging for the other type of anal. All right, let's talk about fucking... There was a lot...
I was going to say about Jeff Foxworthy.
He did crack?
No, I think half of the reason you shared with me a thing that you saw on TikTok, which I thought was pretty cool.
When?
The Bill Murray fan account.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I wanted to ask you, and I probably shouldn't do it on air because it's stupid, but can I post that? Can I repost that?
They stole our podcast.
That's pretty
footage.
Cool. But it's pretty cool.
No, I'm not saying it's not cool, but yeah, they
I think that's why I got in that's part of the that's why I got, because Jeff Foxworthy is prominently in the shot. And I wonder if that's part of why I got into that, like why I was considered for it.
Because of Jeff Foxworthy?
Yeah.
What's the correlation?
Georgia. He's Southern. Blue collar.
Ohio?
Right.
Is Ohio in the South?
There's a connection between Florida and Ohio.
You don't think it's just
the South and Ohio?
You don't think it's just because you were talking very positively about Bill Murray? You think it's all that elaborate shit?
No, I was just thinking it was really funny that the fact that so many people are going to see a framed picture, autographed picture of Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh yeah.
In that thing. Like,
here, for context, I was scrolling through. It was so fucking funny. I completely forgot about this. I'm so glad you brought it up again. I was scrolling through TikTok the one day, and then I just go like, I was like, hey, what's Pat's face doing there?
Yeah.
And I go, did Pat?
You look at the top and bottom, and you're like, wait, that's not Pat.
Well, I was like, oh, did Pat make a clip? And I forgot, because when I saw your face, my brain was I immediately go to Instagram because I know you don't use TikTok, but I'm like, wait, no, you're on TikTok. And then I'm like, why do I see Pat's face right now? And I'm like, who made this? And I look, and it's this really popular Bill Murray fan account. And I guess they watched the episode.
Crank that hog, or what is it called again? Hold on, I'll look it up. I have it.
The funny part was in the clip. The funniest part about the clip is the way he edits it.
What did I say?
I save it? Wait. I think I have it on my phone. The way he edits it, it sounds like Pat's being very genuine. And I'm like, I remember the episode. Pat was making fun of Ohio.
Crank da Hog is the account on TikTok. Crank da Hog.
Yeah, here.
There is a top of the list of bands that I want to see live. It's fucking Bill Murray. This guy makes Ohio look great.
And it was like...
It was a great edit. Because
it was a great edit because you think Pat really means that. It was so funny. I was like, Pat didn't say that.
What I was saying is like Ohio's so terrible that he almost
Dude, you went on like a 10-minute tirade about how much Ohio fucking sucks.
I personally do not like Ohio. And then they go, but this guy's from Ohio, and I would see this guy in Ohio.
Yeah, like this guy's so good, I would hold my nose and drive to Ohio.
I would go, ew, 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 ew,
oh, Ohio! Ew.
It's so funny. I think the way I put it, I was like, wow, they did a really good job editing out my sarcasm.
That was the best part. I was like, Pat was shitting on your fucking stupid state.
But I still stand by it. I technically do stand by that statement of like he does make Ohio, like he makes it seem great.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things. So but I was gonna text you, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna ask on the show just because I was like
no, I'm glad you brought it up. I completely forgot about that.
I think I could post that and just be like, oh, that's funny, they edited out the
I think, because here's the thing, it's
a good clip.
Honestly, I would love for someone to get obsessed with our show and just clip up stuff
clip
for
it
us.
Up, baby.
I hate, because I'm good at making clips. I hate watching podcasts I'm on to make clips and shit.
Although I don't like this trend that's starting of them not getting the context of what we're saying, correct?
No, that's fun.
I mean, that's gonna.
I do not care. I would actually love it to be super out of context and it blows up and everyone spazzes the fuck out
when I go off.
That actually happened to McCusker. He was making
the boy thing.
He's making a joke on a pod and people were like, "This guy's pro pedophilia." Yeah, and you're like, "Can you put in the part where he was laughing about it, clearly kidding?"
Yeah, it is funny how easy that. But the edit.
No, I got to be honest.
Crank to hug.
A horrific canceling that they like. You know, actually, I don't even want to say it out loud because then I feel like I'm jinxing myself. But like,
right.
Well, no, I was gonna say the next part after the canceling.
Oh,
but no, an insane canceling of taking me out of context would really help my career right now.
Yeah, just eyes. You know, if we can just get eyes,
legitimately,
we can just get some eyes, and that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not mad about them necessarily taking the. First of all, if that means they watch
if I get canceled, I'll fuck Fox News. I'll go on you. I'll be a free speech warrior. Oh my god, dude!
It's not a time.
I'll go on Glenn Beck. I'll go on Gutfeld.
Nope.
Actually, I do have a dream to go on Glenn Beck because my brother would hate watch him for so much, and it would just be cool. I want to one day like just it pop up on my brother's feed, and he goes, Is that Andy and Glenn Beck?
I'll take anybody that wants me. Honestly, at this point, I think I might do a little light vetting, but for the most part, I would probably.
No, yeah, that is a good. I didn't think about that. If anyone is available, I'll do your podcast.
Yeah, not to sound desperate.
Not to sound desperate, but if you have a pulse,
Crank the Hog. If you want to do another video, an edit where I'm just like, man,
I'll just send me words.
I'm gonna give you a challenge. I'm gonna do one of these. Yeah, hey Andy, Ohio's great.
Yeah. We should do our own. We should do our own edit where it's just like, yeah, I love Ohio, and there's me going like.
Just I will say this. I leaving this thought. As we're on the way out of this subject,
what
I want to be. It's called a transition, Andy. I want to say that I think that there's a Florida Man account a lot of times. There's Florida Man.
Are you gonna be Ohio Man?
I think Ohio Man should be a thing. And you know what? I'm happy to take on the role.
I got enough nose pins to keep the stink out.
That's nice.
Clothespins.
It's okay. I knew what you meant. Oh no, that joke's killing Andy. So
I got hit with the Ohio bug.
We already. So I guess we're talking music.
Yeah. Cranked our hogs.
Yeah.
Our wives are stupid. Bill Murray's a good band.
Grated Parmesan cheese is a thing, and I will not. I'm not going to Mandela effect this thing. I know it exists.
We realize there's some weird homosexual undertones to our friendship because we are both exactly like our wives.
We're basically work husband.
We are
and
the
wife.
Same as each other's significant other.
That
was a weird thing I found out today.
Well, unfortunately, it's something that I've discovered a while ago, just kind of being like, I think we're like.
Oh no, I realized it a while ago too. I've just been ignoring it because it makes me feel like a guy who blows guys.
But that's what I was going to say.
I don't like that too.
But that's when they get it.
I don't like blowing guys.
That's how they get it right. It's
that's why I stopped.
But that's how they. But that's how they get it. Like that's where they get it right. It's one of those things where, like, yes, it would be one of those things that Dom and I can bust balls and do all that stuff, but it's never really going to be necessarily a fight. But like that's why even with guys, it's because it's the thing where you go like, oh well, I'm just gonna not. I'm either gonna not do this again.
Out with us.
Why?
Because you and Dom will bust balls. I will not help you bust from your balls.
See that? I need her to bust balls on all
and
parts.
Bust these balls
In here,
Yo.
and in there.
I'm gonna do that to my wife. I go, yeah, you trying to bust balls tonight?
Yeah, you want to bust these balls?
Yeah. My favorite thing, my wife yells at me. She goes, "You can't talk to me like I'm one of your fucking friends." And I go, "I do that because I respect you. I talk to other you stupid bitch,
You fucker.
I talk to you like a fucking dude because I respect you, you dumb bitch.
This is called equality. I'm progressive, you fucking dickhead.
It's called equality, you fucking bitch."
But yeah, we
Dude, kind of. I do kind of have that viewpoint, and it gets me in trouble because my wife's like, "Be nice to me."
Yeah.
And I go, "Okay, dude.
Fine, bro.
Fine, bro.
But
Anyway, cut your pussy, bro."
it's a progressive thing, but also a progressive band.
Fucking dick into your mouth.
What? Don't.
Dude, when you were done with the Parmesan, did you have leftover Parmesan?
Mm-mm. It's still intact. It's in the package. We could still return it.
I don't know.
And guess what we might do?
Return and get graded.
I'm not that.
That would be the ultimate petty move.
Yeah, I would. I was actually. I almost thought like this is.
It's just you walking through HEB, and it's like the scene from fucking Game of Thrones where like Dom's walking through, and you're going, "Shame, shame!"
Sprinkling her
Can't
with cheese.
read. Shame.
Everybody's throwing cheese at her.
Let's talk about leftover crack.
No, I was just thinking. This album was brought on. It's mediocre. Generica.
Oh, speaking of which,
I used to call it mediocre Generica, and I was like, it's mediocre.
Mediocre.
Right?
I was thinking about this album. I saw Farwild made a comment. He was very excited, and I did want to since I know Farwild's going to be watching this, I did want to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
I get compliments on your shirts constantly,
Brother. Yeah, I will say that if we had any amount of money and we're able to do merch, that's the guy you want to do merch with.
Yeah, and also, dude, I'll say
and the band.
I'll say this too. If you want to keep sending us free stuff,
yeah,
I'm open to that.
Yeah,
man.
if you have any other new designs or anything that you want us to sport, if you have any of these hats or some more pins,
or if you just like.
Oh yeah, by the way, I get compliments on the pins all the time. I have my pins here.
Yeah.
My Drag to Lake pins.
Well, honestly, if you want to cut out the middleman, just like send me $400 or something. That would be cool too.
Yeah,
so
even better.
Can I tell you my first initial thought listening to this?
Please.
I go, if I found this album when I was 15 or so, this would have been my favorite album.
Yeah,
because it's like
I think that's what happened to me.
Because when I was in like 9th or 10th grade, that's when it was like I was really getting into. I wasn't just like, oh, this is the fun stuff on Tony Hawk. I was like getting into the shit. And I remember I listened to this band because I realized, remember that band I tell you about called Daly's Gone Wrong? I would always call them Dally's Gone Wrong, but looking at them, I'm like, it's Daly, so I think it's Dally's Gone Wrong.
Delay.
We did an episode about them, and they're honestly like the emo version of Leftover Crack, because Leftover Crack has this like really cool punk ska combo, and they're very creative and genre bending and expansive. And I remember I found that band. Dally's Gone Wrong. They're from the Bronx. They're really good. And I found them at the same time because I was obsessed with ska music, but I was also getting into way more punk rock and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I think if I was like on a different trajectory, Leftover Crack, this album would be the perfect album for me to find in like 9th or 10th grade.
Yeah, I think so. I had this issue where I was around the same time. I think I was probably getting into a lot of other bands. I was introduced to these bands. So I was introduced to Leftover Crack through like Choking Victim and stuff like that. I think I started to listen.
Ska too, right?
Andy, this is the weirdest thing. This is what my confusion was for the longest time. They're basically the same band.
Oh yeah, like literally with members.
Like members and like even some songs. So like if you look up the song Born to Die,
yeah, I've heard that one.
There's a version made by Leftover Crack, and there's a version that's made by Choking Victim.
Yeah,
and like it's the same band.
Springsteen was in the band, and he was like, "No, I'm telling you guys, just run, don't make them die." And then that was the day I left Choking Victim.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know if they even really listened to anything I said, but.
I was like, pull it back, just run, don't die.
But for like, this is like, I think the best way to describe Choking Victim or Leftover Crack or any of those guys is like if those street performers that you see like banging on buckets were given electricity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They sound like crust punks who kind of got their shit together, but didn't give up the crust punk ethos.
Yeah,
they're like, I'll still be dirty, but I'm gonna live inside.
Yeah, there's like there were certain things where like it didn't feel so. Like I think around this same time, maybe before, I was kind of like I was more of a I was into like the Casualties and stuff like that. Yeah. Probably like a year or two before, maybe even after and stuff. But there was like a level of like that's when I was discovering and yes, I had seen SLC Punk and I know that that was a thing, but like to me, when you see like shit like Leftover Crack or like those like crust punks and people that are riding the rails and all those fucking weirdos, like essentially just homeless teenagers. You know what I mean? Like that's really all it is.
Yeah, they're just well, it's like crust punks are kind of like homeless by choice.
Yeah,
because you can tell. It's not like I don't think it's always as simple as like, oh, these are rich kids just being fucking homeless people. But they do every time you see a crust punk, you go like, you do seem like you could go back inside whenever you want.
Right. And so I think that's the thing is like it didn't seem as phony as like of the appearance or like the look. Like I'm like your hair is always so perfect every time you, but it's also like it's the performance you're performing. That was also before I was in bands and stuff, but I wasn't really, I don't think mature enough to realize like there's a level of like showmanship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it does make it feel more like a band being like Kiss. It doesn't feel like a genuine you. It feels like you're putting it on for the performance.
Yeah.
So, but it's also like that's a lot of work. As somebody who used to put his hair up all the time. It's a lot of work to do that every time, all the time.
It's expensive.
But like the crust punks were just like the people that were like, they felt like what I had been wanting in punk the whole time of like, yeah, just fucking come hang out. Like you want to just come hang out and drink with us?
Just fuck off.
Yeah, just fuck off and jam. And like that was the thing it was so close to hippie, but it was also like, fuck you, you stupid pigs, and like fucking world trade. You know what I mean? Like that's like so. But Leftover Crack itself, the from going from Choking Victim to the Leftover Crack, I felt like this album was like, whoa, they really figured it out. Like this is a great, well thought out album that's well recorded. It sounds fucking sick as hell. Seeing it live, like them touring this and shit like that, was incredible. But also like just thinking like in general, like it was such a moment in time kind of thing when they did the next album. Fuck World Trade is the name of the album, and it has they got the member the guitar player and lead singer from F- joined the band. I was so excited because I love F- also. They're another one of those fucking just awesome, just ripping fucking punk bands. And I go like, oh shit, I don't like this. Like it's not. I had to like work to kind of like it. There's songs I like a lot, but they.
Wait, are you talking about on this album or
the next one after this? So that's why I'm saying this one in particular. Choking Victim was a great EP in my opinion. They do have a full length, obviously, but and it sounds good. But this is just so.
You're like, this is when they figured it out.
It's the perfect.
Well, that's kind of how I
mix.
That's half the reason Every Time I Die breaking up was so fucking emotional for me, because it's like all the albums are fucking amazing, but they're all just like different ends of the Every Time I Die spectrum. And then when they hit Radical, I was like, you guys finally figured it out perfectly.
The pinnacle,
yeah. So I get what you're saying on that.
But this is where and it's they burn white hot fast.
Yeah,
Choking Victim was great, and then when they get to this iteration, which is again. I think it's like a different drummer. I think I've actually looked it up before where it was like there's like one or two different members.
Yeah. And
I think their guitar player actually passed away.
Oh, is that why they did a new band?
I think so. For in Leftover Crack, he ended up passing away. And it was like, it's just one of those things where like this Mediocre Generica, some of the songs that they re-recorded that were Choking Victim songs, Born to Die, I think In Hell is another one. I can't remember. There's a couple songs off of this, and I'm like, hey, I know that. And it sounds so good the way that they re-recorded them.
Oh, cool.
So, like, it's like a...
I love when bands do that, by the way.
And
more bands need to consider re-recording their shit. We talked about it last week with fucking Bomb the Music Industry. Yeah. I would love to hear those first 3 albums with a live band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can I, one of my takeaways from listening to this?
Sure.
So like I said, I like the album, but this is very it very lines up with my interest from high school. And it's like, I don't dislike any of that music, but I just don't listen to any of that regularly. So while I really liked it, I don't see myself currently like putting it on too many more times. And then the only real big, that I had was, I don't love the guy's voice.
Yeah,
but
that's why I liked this recording of it.
Yeah,
it gets worse, brother. If you listen, if you listen to some of the Choking Victim EPs,
oh really?
They're on Spotify, and even the Choking Victim album, it's pretty good. Crack Rock Steady's a really good song. Obviously, the hits and shit like that. 500 Channels is one of my favorite songs I think ever written. But like, it definitely has. It's not a Tim Armstrong level of egregious where you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But it's like this thing where you're like, I don't really like this. It's kind of like how people may or may not like Fat Mike or the guy from Guttermouth because it's too nasally. Or
well, it's probably similar to the way people feel about like Knock Loose when they first hear him.
Yeah.
Because like I love Knock Loose, but the first time you hear it, his voice is weird.
Ow, ow. I went Knock Loose on that one.
Babies. Oh, that's what you're doing. You hit him with arf arf. But no, like Knock Loose, like when you first hear him, it like makes more sense because they're just so much more popular and you hear them so often. But when you first hear Knock Loose, like that's not like no other hardcore band has a singer that sounds like that.
Yeah.
So it's like weird at first.
Is this bad or unique? That's the question you have to do. And it's like, this is unique, I think.
Yeah, because no, legit. And I actually, you know what's funny? And I may be the first person to ever compare Knock Loose to Leftover Crack. So like, I might need more listens on Leftover Crack because like, I go, the music's fun. I really respect their like songwriting and their album structure. It's just there's something about the vocals that I'm just like, it takes me out a little bit, but it's funny though. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I go, maybe I give them a couple more chances like I did Knock Loose, and Knock Loose is one of my favorite bands now.
Yeah.
There was two more main things. One of them, major respect to Leftover Crack for the way they structure this album. It's like a lot of punk bands like this, you would just see them and go like, oh yeah, they probably just put out a couple songs. Leftover Crack, it's like, I did a once.
It's got the intro.
Well, it's like how
that. By the way, that intro song live, one of the greatest circle pits I've ever seen in person ever. It is one of the most active pits for sure. But that fucking they try to replicate it on the next song. They try to do like, this is our thing now. We do an intro. It works live. It worked on that last album. They could still do that one live, but now that they're like. Now that they're like doing it, now that they're doing actual announcements and intros and stuff, they're like, and blah blah blah, introducing that, and
it's like when you ever have one of those comedy sets where, it like you just had a night where you're like all of it was new and all of it was hitting, or I know for me I've had those nights where I just something happened that day, and I riff my whole set, and it just because it's like the right occurrence of events happen that I just ended up riffing my whole set and it goes really well. And so many times though I go, well, that was great. Let me try to do that again.
Let me go do that. Let me write down all the funny things I said.
Let me write down how organic and free flowing that was. And then I go, let me try to replicate that. And it almost never happens. And that's what it feels like with Leftover Crack, where it's like now that they realized it.
Yeah.
It's like you can't, it's like, no, the reason it was sick was the organic nature of
Cat's out of the bag. Like you guys were given the opportunity to whether it be
the cat in the bag.
Cat's out of the bag.
But who put it in there?
Who put them? Oh, sorry. That's a choking victim. Who stole the money from the house fund? Was it the Coconut Man? Fuck the Coconut Man.
That's awesome.
I think that's
I love those lyrics.
I think that's how it gets into Born to Die on the choking victim version of it, or maybe it might have been on this one. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But they have like mini little skits or something like that. But it's like
Scotch, I think.
Scotches for Scotches. In each one of the album, like they have like things like that, or like in Choking Victim, I think I talked about the audio intros from like Noam Chomsky, or I don't know if it's Noam Chomsky or not, but it's a guy who's talking about police control and blah 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 and all this other shit, and you're like, oh shit, I'm actually learning something here. But
was it really dry and incredibly prolific?
It's very passionate. Well, I can play it for you. It's actually, and it matches the song very well.
Well, no, the thing about
because he's talking about South America, and they start playing like this like Spanish guitar over it. And I'm like,
I remember that part. Yeah,
it's such a good.
Well, no, the thing I've watched a bunch of Noam Chomsky, and the thing about Noam Chomsky is he's always saying like the most interesting, crazy shit, but he delivers it in such a monotone way.
Yeah, no, this guy's pretty passionate, but like it was like they were given this opportunity to have like, all right, guys, like you can re-record these. Here's the production. Here, if you need any studio players, or if you guys know some piano players, or however the things that they added to the songs that I had already heard are incredible.
Yeah,
the newer songs still give me goosebumps. Still, like listening to this album for doing research and shit like that.
Yeah,
it just brought me back to like being like, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
No, I love that.
It's like it caught me so off guard. Do you want to know a fun fact about this?
I absolutely do.
It was released on September 11th, 2001.
Wait, really?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
That's when this album was released.
Them and Jay-Z.
Yeah, they both ended up. Although,
did you pick this album on purpose?
Nope. I promise you.
This is not. We've had a few of these. Remember when we talked about Will Smith?
Yeah, and it was coming out that week. He had a new thing coming out that week.
I just randomly was like, let's talk about Will Smith's greatest hits, because I was basing that off of an album you pick. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
And then I pick Will Smith, and I go, oh, by the way, Will Smith just put out a new album.
I picked this because you were talking about...
it's crazy how tapped into the universe we are.
But you were saying that it's a perfect start to finish album.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is one of those things where it's like, this is the most unassuming perfect album.
Yeah.
Like if you were to say perfect albums, you could say, like a Beatles album. I can't even name a Abbey Road or something like that.
Yeah.
Or if you want to,
or like say the White Album.
Yeah. Between the Buried and Me, Colors is like a perfect, great album.
You know they got a new album out today, by the way.
Isn't it like Colors 4 or something? Actually, just watched the thing on Drumeo with the drummer from Between the Buried and Me. That was super. His fills and shit.
He's like, I've never heard Call Me Maybe. They're like, well, get ready.
I wish he would do that, but they would do. But like basically like. This is the most unassuming.
The Blue
because
Nowhere.
That's out today?
Yeah, came out today.
Yeah. I know I've seen the for some reason I thought it was going to be October, but that's pretty sick. But yeah, it's like one of those things where
perfect album.
It's perfect because it's not only like it came out like the timing of this.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not so on the nose. The next one when it's like the album's called Fuck World Trade. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and one of the songs, the lyrics are, fuck world trade. Fuck world trade. Fuck America. And you're like, and it's like this thing where you're like, it's almost like one of those things where you're like, guys, like, let's work these lyrics.
This actually like,
figure out how to say this without saying it.
This perfectly goes, I'm so happy you said this. This perfectly goes into the other point I wanted to make. And the more I go back and I listen to, like, hardcore kind of does it now, but they don't do it like in the songs, but they will like express themselves on their shirts or doing like pre-song speeches or whatever. But like punk did it so much back in the day,
especially around this time,
where they have this thing of like their do-gooderness and they're like being a good person. It's done in an incredibly autistic way.
Right.
Where it's like, I remember thinking...
It's a lazy bandwagon.
Well, it's like you'll go... I've seen pictures of like a punk house or like they'll have like the rules to a venue and it'll just be like, no racism, no homophobia, no... and I go...
Gay, rude boys and girls. Girls.
But I'm just
There's a song on this one.
unless it was specifically an area where they're like, we all agree we don't like gays, right? Unless it's that, all of those things are just always implied. And then it's like, it also can just come down to the fucking property owner. If it's like a punk house or a fucking venue, the owner of the place could just be like, we found out this is happening. Fucking get the fuck out of here. It's just so there's something about, and then like with a lot of these songs, wait, let me pull it up again.
I also love how satanic they get as well, and how metal.
Oh yeah.
In general, like just how not like Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. No, they had stuff like Atheist Anthem.
Yeah.
Nazi White Trash. Gay Rude Boys Unite. And it's like, and even the Gay Rude Boys one feels like you remember when people were like, when Black Lives Matter came out, they were like, Black Lives Matter. And then people were like, I can be way more progressive than you. And they were like, Trans Lives Matter. And then like one spotlight came down and they were like, you guys fucking ready? Black trans lives matter. It always just, whenever you get these ultra progressive people, it's like a one-upsmanship.
Yeah.
When it's really just like, how about everyone's nice to each other and we treat each other, you know, how about we just get on some golden rule shit?
I get that, but I also think like it's gotta like if you say if you're a political band, anti-flag, propaganda, leftover crack, choking victim, something like that. Like let's say, like if you're, or you know, anything, you gotta hit the beats. Like you can have your personal beliefs, but you also have to hit certain beats. And unity is one of them. Unity.
What do you mean?
You gotta say the word. It's like a bingo card. You gotta say fascist. At some point, you have to mention the injustice.
Yeah.
You have to, but you also have to talk about equality and unity.
Yeah.
And like, but I will say this. Instead of just being the ones that are like, hey, stop it. Stop being mean. Like, I feel like these guys are going to be like, hey, if you fuck with our buddies, we're going to beat the fuck out of you with chains.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's a thing where like when they say it, and that's what I'm saying is like, that's why I kind of, not that I excuse it, but if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, yeah.
No,
I get it. But it's also like, you didn't have to tell me you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, it's not that it's like, it's not that it's a deal breaker. I'm like, these guys are fucking retarded. It's funny how like autistic the punk scene is about like their good. Dude, it's like if, you know, I do Panties in the Mouth with Lemaire and Nate. And it's like if I was walking around with a shirt that just said like, I love black people. It would get to a point where you'd be like, all right, why do you do that?
Yeah, we get it.
You do the podcast. You're not mean to them. It feels like it's implied that you like black people.
Yeah, you guys have been friends for like 10 plus years. Like it's
like imagine if someone was like, I would never beat up a trans person, and then they just kept saying that. You're like, yeah, I think Tony beats up trans people.
Right, and that's exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is like after a while.
Well, and then the irony.
I'm sure you guys have all used the F word, the GGT.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't just. It's pandering. It's the same thing. It's anti-flag at an anti-flag show. Yeah, going on a 10-minute tirade about like you can't. You're not allowed here if you're racist. You're not allowed here to be anti-gay. You're not, and it's just like.
Also, can I rape you later?
Please.
Don't worry, I'll be a pussy.
Don't tell nobody.
I'll be a little pussy about it.
Also, show's over. Gotta go.
Show's over. and he's just holding her down. You know, depleted uranium's a fucking war crime.
And that's what I'm saying.
Who are
like
these jokes for?
Far Wild.
All 8 people listening to the pod are fucking on the floor,
losing their mind right now. But like the fact that like I think it's so funny that this comes out on September 11th, 2001.
That is funny. That is sick as hell.
It's because it kind of proves the point of like
that's why they didn't go mainstream.
Do you think so?
Leftover Crack. They were about to be the next Nirvana,
and they're just like, you know what? Fuck World Trade. And they're like, whoa, no, we famously all are supportive of it right now.
No, they were going to be like the next Nirvana, the next Pixies.
But you're thinking about, like, think about all the shit that could have been uncovered with their next album.
Yeah.
And the next album is so...
Well, there's also an artistic thing.
And it just seems like they're trying to recapture this magic.
Yeah.
But this is so genuine. They're like, if they would have said fuck World Trade, and they've talked about like fuck the WTC. They've like been, or what is it, WTO? WTF?
WCW?
World Trade Organization.
Oh, yeah, WTO.
Like they were at protests and shit like that before that. So like they, everything said on this album is so genuine. And so that like... You have our attention now, and then the next album you put out is so like
ham-fisted.
It's just kind of like, damn, guys, like you had You could have taught us something.
Well,
like I said, the Choking Victim album like kind of taught me. Like when I'm listening to them, like, is that for real? And like you're like, oh shit. You look into the stuff you're hearing, and you're like, oh, but this is they're just like, fuck yeah.
Well, no, that was always the perfect balance. I thought of Anti-Flag in their writing, not their. They needed more balance after the shows.
Yeah, honestly, it got some notes.
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah. But no, for real though, in their actual songwriting, like I remember the one album of theirs I really loved. Well, they did some corny shit. They would like the Press Corpse.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like a dead body. Oh yeah, For Blood and Empire. So then they'd have a song called like $1 trillion, and then it's like a fun, catchy song.
Yeah.
And so you like it a couple times, and then you actually listen to it, and you're like, wait a minute, is this about like the debt? Or is this about like money we send? And you're like, wait a minute, what? Like that was the best. And I even joke like depleted uranium's a war crime. Like the song starts out with a long recording, and then the song fucking rips. I never thought the line "depleted uranium is a war crime" could be a dope chorus of a song. It goes so fucking hard.
Could be such a bop,
dude. It's a bop, dude. And they have a song called "The WTO Kills Farmers." Project for a New American Century.
Yeah.
That's a really catchy song, but if you actually go Google this, I think is the best strategy for political bands. Write a really fun, catchy song. Make the title of it when like people look it up, the other thing that it actually is pops up when they Google it. That to me is the best strategy for a political band.
A little treasure hunt. You know?
Well, no, because it's like sometimes it kind of goes to what you were getting at with Leftover Crack, where like it sounds like Fuck World Trade sounded. Fuck World Trade kind of sucked because they were a little heavy-handed with everything. And it's like, you're not gonna like just completely change someone's opinion with a fucking 3-minute song.
Right.
But what you are gonna do is spark something in them, and then that's gonna build over time. So you might as well, if you're a political band, like legitimately focus on writing a good song. Be artistic, be poetic with it, and then put something in there that kind of like sticks with them. So then they eventually go, wait, for real? Like, what is the?
What have I been singing for this year? Like, what does that mean?
I remember I learned going back to Anti-Flag. I learned what a half-life is on shit like that.
Yeah.
When he's talking about depleted uranium, do you know it's a war crime? When he's talking about shit like that, and then I go, wait, what does he mean half-life 1 point whatever the fuck it was? And then I actually look that up because it's like it's the same. It's the Bad Religion effect. The songs are very well written. They're very artistic. But then after a while, you start going like, wait, what is he even talking about?
Yeah, what is he talking about? What do you mean?
Hey!
What is that?
The fuck you talking about?
What do you mean, boy? Get that shit out of your mouth.
Those were my main things. It's like, I thought my main things were like, this would have been my favorite album in 9th grade.
Yeah.
I'm realizing punks like this are hilariously autistic, and I think political bands need to be a little more artsy and poetic about shit. And then what was the last one? I forget what the last one was.
But yeah, I think in general, like, oh wait, that's Choking Victim. So like, I think in general, like this was one of my favorites. Like, this really was one of those ones where I was like, all of this is like, I don't even know. I think what I'm trying to pull away from this, especially hearing after, because I think they released another thing in 2015, and now they changed their thing to stylish fucking hipsters or
really?
Yeah, there's like I don't know if they're still that anymore or something fucking hipsters. Like something like that or whatever.
Oh, is that the name of their band?
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, the name of their new group is, and I think they're on like Epitaph.
Star fucking hipsters.
And that might be current still. They may have, or I don't know if they're still around.
No. But last album is 2011.
Jesus. Oh wow, they were before. So okay,
that's according to
Leftover Crack.
Spotify.
Leftover Crack has put out a couple like split EPs that I like. They did one with like Citizen Fish, I think, which was pretty good.
That's fun.
They did a couple other I do really like them as artists and stuff like that, but this was like their pinnacle.
Yeah.
This is, you don't have to pick through this album. Like the structure of it, the pacing of it, the piano parts blending, like ending one song and going into another one.
Well.
It's such a beautiful thing that like I really feel like these guys, that time frame from like releasing something so anti-government on that day, just by coincidence.
Yeah,
you would hope
the like timing of that.
But also, I mean, are they in on it? I don't know. But already being familiar with like choking victim and stuff like that, and then Leftover Crack feeling so much more focused, I guess was what I was so excited about, and I kind of was looking forward to them, and thought like, man, this is gonna be one of my favorite bands. I'm telling you, these guys, because I love Choking Victim, and then Leftover Crack comes out, and you're like, oh boy, here we go, and then the rest of it is good.
Yeah,
but it's they just could never recapture what they did, in my opinion. So I think, I don't even know what to.
On the theme of political albums,
okay, now
because I already kind of talked about it a bunch already, and I think it'd be good to pivot to one you would also be very locked in on. No, that you would love, because I'm thinking about like the big albums that made me more politically minded when I was a kid, and Anti-Flag was a big band for that. But the other one that was a big deal for me, and I think we should listen to this, The War on Errorism by NoFX. Because NoFX in general, like with that, the Rock Against Bush compilations, that hit me in a big way politically when I was in high school.
Not to give any kind of spoiler or anything, but this is what I wanted in a political album.
Let's do it. Let's do War on Errorism next week.
A short, fun story about this, because it'll be.
Sorry, we're out of time.
I guess I'll hit.
You're
stop.
just like, hit stop, Pat. We're out of time.
No. But I was just gonna. No. You remember? Do you guys have Specs music where you grew up?
No.
It was like, or like at the CD store. What was FYE? I guess would be another version
FYE,
of that.
Sam Goody.
Yeah.
Was that CDs or music instruments?
I think Specs was a ripoff of Sam Goody, I think.
Okay.
Or whatever. It was like more of like a. So fuck? It would be around this time. I think this is 2004, maybe.
03.
But it was.
It's on Spotify twice. It's War on Errorism and The War on Errorism. Like, look, literally, there's two that pop up when I type in War On.
That's weird.
I wonder if it shows. Anyway, what's your story? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. So I really wanted this album. I was a huge NoFX head at the time, obviously. And I really, really wanted this. And I was really counting on, at the time, when a new album would come out, it would be starting out. It would be on sale usually for $9.99. As opposed to the usual $14 or $15.99 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I was counting on that. And I knew they wouldn't have it at any of the real big chains necessarily. But they had it at... I knew they were going to have it at the Specs. So I drove there, waited until they opened, which was like 10 a.m. or something like that. Not forever, but really? I got there early. I did have to wait until they opened.
Yeah.
But I was just like, shit. So I waited, went in, had the album... But it wasn't on sale. And I was like,
woke up early to get War on Errorism.
I was excited.
Fucking rips.
Yeah, dude, I was excited.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember I went to the counter.
What day of the week was it? Did you skip school?
No, I don't think I was in. Oh wait, was I in school?
Maybe it was the summer.
I might have. Damn, I don't know.
Oh wait, 03.
I think I was already.
So you would have still been in.
No, I had already probably withdrew.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
Oh yeah. You might have been.
I think I might have already.
You might have graduated by then.
Yeah. So I think so. I got the album, didn't have the $9.99 sticker on, but I was like, maybe they just haven't marked it right. Maybe sometimes it rings up.
Maybe I'll just steal this.
And I fucking rang it up, and it was like $14.99, $13, whatever it was, and I was like, I only brought this and tax. I remember I accounted for tax, and I remember going like, oh, and he was like, shit, and I was like, all right, well, and he's like, hey. The guy, I think, either probably put in his discount or did something like that, and gave me the thing. And he's like, I just want you to. This is so funny. He's like, I just want to, let that be a lesson in capitalism, or something like that. And I was just like,
what?
Like, essentially, he was trying to teach me like, you need to make money to be able to get the things you want, kind of thing. Of like you learned your lesson. You should have had more money. You should have more. And like one of those things, he thought he was teaching me some kind of lesson by going like, but I was just like, literally all I thought was, I didn't have the NoFX album. Now I do. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate. I will never forget that guy, but he did it in the most condescending type of way, of like trying to be like, sure, you listen to all this commie bullshit now, but like you're gonna learn that
you'll outgrow this.
You'll want money. Money's what matters.
You're like, no, I just don't have money.
Literally just went, thanks, bro. Went out to my car, fucking put in the CD player, and
well, that's also that boomer mentality. You're like, yeah, no, people's bad situation has nothing to do with the government policy or economics or anything. It's just because you haven't tied your shoes tight enough.
My first tattoo, one of the first tattoos I ever got ever. I think I got this and the Bill tattoo I have on my arm. Is from the EP from this album, The War on Errors. The idiots are taking over.
Nah, dude, this was a big shift because this was literally one of them. I remember, once again, I always got to give it out to the fucking OG God himself, Tony the Hawk. But whatever, I want to say it was 3 or 4. Because, dude, I remember the level. Like, I think it was whatever game had the pier on it.
Is it the separation of church and skate?
Dude, and I hear... Hey, kid. I don't know if they did the intro in the game.
Yeah.
But even in the game, they had the record scratch.
Yeah.
And then you just hear that opening riff. Because I always applaud NoFX for how fucking cool their guitar tone is.
Yeah, yeah.
And that like... It's because it's that like fast-paced, cool, intricate, like Dead too. Kennedys type of riff. It's a Stratocaster?
Yeah, it's a El Jefe Stratocaster. Him being the lead guitar player of NoFX is absolutely, I think, what got me to being a fan. Because I don't love the stuff before him.
Well, no, and I remember hearing that... The guitar rips, and then the song is just about shitting on posers.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there fucking like 14 going, yeah, I fucking hate posers. I fucking hate posers, NoFX.
Yeah, this album rips. It brought
such a good album.
It brought me to like it introduced satire and punk music and comedy. Where they talk about Mattersville is a song on this. Where they talk about Davey Havoc's house is painted black. Oh, brother.
That's like, one of the best lines.
Yeah, take that, you fucking funny guy. Because they're buddies. And it's like one of those things of like, it's still like a little,
Well, no, and also like all of their albums before this one are very good, but they're still just like a straightforward punk band. Mm. And like this one, it's, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll fucking talk about it next week.
Yeah, well, that's just a little, that's the teaser.
That's the fucking teaser.
That's the teaser.
Yeah. Actually, let's record.
Wait.
Did it stop?